Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of My Hero Academia, which is on chapter 413. This chapter right here looks like, to me, things are about to reach its possible conclusion, but not yet. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We had to All Might get a signal from like Stars and Stripes when she was destroying a vessel or something. I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that we get to see a flashback when Stars and Stripes Quark goes on a rampage, etc., and sees a crying boy, and Stars and Stripes Vestige, whatever what's left of her, tells her master, hey, I found a sad child. He's right there. There's a small crack in there, whatsoever. We have to it that All Might realizes something like this is about to happen, and that he feels something, about what One For All is going through, what's happened to it right now, And we get to see that that Shigaraki, after blasting Deku away, he ends up realizing something. What was that? Why did I think of you? How did you survive? And she goes like, oh, whatever. There's still an ember. La 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 la. And we see Deku getting blasted away, and he's in a very bad shape. And I mean very, very bad shape. He's unable to move, if any other words, or he's just very much in trouble, Because now Gear Shift is gone, and now he's suffering a major backlash, And Deku talks to the second user, Kudo, going like, hey, what do you mean let go of One For All? Why do I have to do that? And Kudo says, listen to me and stay calm. Inside Shigaraki, we saw a lump black as lead, It represents his rage, his anger, yada, yada, yada. All the things pull into one thing. And now his willpower is just solid, hard hatred, That's just how crazy it is. And that's probably why a wound from his fight against Stars and Stripes is right there. A mental wound, not a physical wound. Not a crack he can heal with this quirk, But, and Deku's like, what does that have to do with One For All? What are you talking about? And we had to it that, like Kudo explains about after absorbing All For One's consciousness, Shigaraki becomes too strong. At this point, Deku stands no chance against Shigaraki as he is right now. That's why it's natural to attack him from the inside, Which is understandable, honestly. I mean, to truly, if you can't damage someone from the outside, which is really difficult, you gotta go attack them from the inside. But this is where transferring One For All will actually give him a chance to go after that wound and strike directly at his consciousness, And we have to it that, the sixth user, N, says, I don't get it. If we transfer it, that he'll start using all our quirks, and look what happened to Shinomori's son, And Kudo, therefore, explains to N that we have to, understanding the meaning of transfer. You should know it by now, such as image training, or make it simpler for you to understand. It's like when a childhood friend of yours passes something, how does he do it, And Deku remembers how, Bakugo passes something behind them all the time, such as, throwing it, etc. And Deku thinks in his mind, or Kudo says, possibly, using too much strength will cause some damage. It could even break the object you're passing. Now, apply that same logic to One For All. We don't know if it's going to work, so he plans to go first, And we have to it that, Kudo explains about Shinomori's son was the only one he got, If a single user can be stolen, then that means there has to be a way to have a single factor transferred. Our quirk factors were absorbed by One For All. We're a part of it now. And, they're special, much stronger quirk special factors, So, pretty much, I guess it's really confusing how I want to explain it. I guess the way how it should be done in order to attack Shigaraki, such as you're passing an object, right? Or passing it to someone, if you throw it too hard or you do it too rough, the object will break. So pretty much, since there are quirk factors in One For All, which I guess, I'll put it simple, they're like bullets, pass that on into Shigaraki very hard inside his body, it's gonna damage him, etc. So I guess using the right amount around the strength, it'll be shattered to pieces, and he'll get hit and won't be able to use the quirk of Kudo, However, N says, we need a guinea pig first. I'll go first. My smokescreen is the least useful, which I understand what N's coming from. But Kudo says, no, I have to go. But N says, look, but if the plan goes wrong, Shigaraki would have gear shift, and that's the worst case scenario. But Kudo's like, yeah, but right now, being unable to move means really certain death. If you get rid of my quirk right now, you'll stop suffering from the recoil. In other words, he gets rid of it, he won't suffer backlash, and he'll be able to move, you know? And even if Shigaraki does access it, he'll have to deal with the same level of exhaustion. So, in other words, even if Shigaraki does get gear shift, it's gonna affect him the way how it's affecting Deku. But the difference is, however, is that Shigaraki has super regeneration or super recovery. So, I don't know how that's gonna work out, honestly. So, we'll have to see, but Bruce, the third user of One Frost, says, you know, I always followed you, but this is way too risky. And Bruce is like, that's the reason why we are betting on it, you know, etc. This boy is suffering, and he still won't deny the existence of the heart, and I want to believe he's right. And we have to it, Nana Shinama talks about like how we've been together for a while, you're conflicted not because you're power hungry or scared of death. Even if it's your final duty, you're still Toshinori, you know. It's still a treasure that he received from his favorite hero. You get the idea. And we have to it that, like, Shigaraki is asking him, what the hell are you mumbling down about down there? We have to it that, like, Kudo tells Banjo, stay by his side no matter what. Black Whip is going to be his lifeline, and I leave him to you. We have to it, Shigaraki. Yoichi says, I got it, my hero. And Kudo asks Midoriya, so the rest is up to you. What will you do now? He says, and Izuku explains he will do it, you know? And we had to it that Deku makes his attack and cuts off Shigaraki's arm and says, well. Looking at you, I'd never guessed you're a hero, and it looks like Deku looks like a monster now. Well, somewhat of a monster's appearance, but we had to it that Deku, on the other hand, has possibly one of the One-for-All users getting ready to, like, him transferring to Shigaraki, or getting ready for Shigaraki to steal. I don't know. One thing's for certain is that, like, they're gonna make a plan, which I will try to explain it in simple words, yet to get the idea. Sorry if it sounds a little confusing, but forgive me. Anyways, the chapter ends up with Deku getting ready to do the deed, and he has possibly the first or the second user of One for All's like vestige ready or quirk factor ready, you know. So if anything else, yeah. Anyways, this chapter right here, you know, and Kudo talking to like to the ninth, or Deku telling him about the plan of how to like attack Shigaraki from the inside, mental or consciousness, I don't know, because right now Deku does not stand a chance against him at all since he's too strong. And then in order to like go after a wound that he has inside of him that he can't even heal himself, he has to like they have to make the attack from the inside by sending a powerful quirk factor. Or sending a quirk factor to Shigaraki's like inside body whatsoever, you know? You get the idea. I know it sounds like a little confusing, but I guess it's like tossing an object to somebody inside the body and I guess attacking it is what Kudo is trying to do. Sorry if it sounds a little confusing. In other words, like use the quirk factors that we have in One for All and blast it to Shigaraki inside his consciousness or body to break open that lead whatsoever, you know? I don't know. One thing's for certain is that, like, getting rid of gear shift might be the best idea because Deku is already suffering the nasty backlashes of it, and he's nasty backlashes of it, or the repercussions or consequences of it, you know? And so forth. So they get ready to go with the plan, and they go into action. Deku goes into a monstrous appearance form thanks to Black Whip, and then so forth, you know. Looking forward to see how this goes, because if there's any way to attack Shigaraki now is to attack him from the inside of his consciousness or his mental landscape or mental mindscape whatsoever, you know, or mindscape, sorry. yeah, pretty much it seems a little confusing the way I look at it. I can't really explain it well. Please forgive me. All I know is if I had to put it in simple words, which I tried to do, but if I had to put it again, Kudo suggests to Deku to use the quirk factors and one for all and blast it like a bullet inside of Shigaraki inside his body somehow and attack his consciousness, that kind of thing. So looks like we'll see how this is supposed to work, because even I was confused by it, etc. So yeah, looking forward to next chapter, if anything. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm off Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.